welcome back to another reaction. It's been a minute. And it's quite sad that I have to say that so often for an intro in a video. But I'm back. So this is MarCee Season 2, baby. Alright, kidding. Now, we're here with a donation request. And this one is from Fatalistic Viking. I kept you waiting for a bit, brother. I'm sorry, but... let's start with what he has been saying about this video, because I think some context doesn't help. Because I think a little bit of context might help. So, DOLL BOXX is a side project with the original Guitar Spin members, Hana on drums, F Chopper Koga on bass, Tomozo on guitar, and Oreo on keyboard. And Fuki, the lead singer of the band Unlucky Morpheus, which I'll show you at some point as well. They formed DOLL BOXX in 2012 after Guitar Spin lost its lead singer. Here are two songs from their 2018 High Spec High Return concert. A concert where DOLL BOXX played for nearly 2 hours, then like 4 hours later Guitar Spin put on a 2-hour concert. The first song is Dragonet plus Hana's drum solo, and the second is Shout Down. Which we're going to do in the next video, but I wanted to make sure that you know that I'm recording both of them at the same time. So, without any further ado, this is DOLL BOXX Dragonet. Let's go. That's heavy synths. Reminds me of Rammstein. Woo! Rammstein meets the Phantom of the Opera. So Rammstein synth and Rammstein and Rammstein guitar, and then you know what I mean, right? All right. Yo, what was that? What was that little... It almost sounded like beatbox. What was that? I don't know what effect that was. Is it made by the drums? By anything else? Synth? Enlighten me. Harmonies. The bass is brutal as well. I've come to really enjoy and also focus on the bass a bit more throughout all of these J-rock reactions, because starting with Bandmade, then of course One OK Rock, Guitar Spin, now DOLL BOXX, and then a few ones like My First Story and Miss Green Apple. The bass sticks out to me in a way that I'm not used to it. Maybe I didn't pay attention enough before, but since I'm doing these reactions, just listen to the bass here. See that? Yo. I definitely picked the wrong place to talk about the bass. I mean, that right before was like a little bit of darkness, a little bit of edginess putting in there, supporting the guitar. This was a full-on exorcism right here. Yeah, alright, okay. Do you hear the vibrato? Is that hey? Almost like oriental noises. Nice. What a great choice, song structure wise, to put the calmer section, which usually serves as a bridge as well before they come in with the next chorus, to put that right after the guitar solo. It happens a lot in rock songs, but the fading out of the last note, going straight into a calmer type of singing. There she does it again. I don't know how intentionally she's shaking it, or if she's using a natural vibrato. How do I explain this? If you think about a vibrato, a vibrating curve, so curves, right? Waves. Now, if the wavelengths are shorter, it becomes a vibrating effect. And what she is doing is, it's not really vibrating. It's like a slowed down vibrato. So the waves are still a little bit longer, not too short, but it is a technique. And I'm not sure if I have heard it in this form before. Now this one says the song Dragonet or Dragonet, who knows how to pronounce it. Now this says the song Dragonet plus Hana drum solo. I guess we're getting to the drum solo, so this is why I haven't been speaking about the overall incredible drumming performance that we're witnessing here. Instead, before going into the drums, I want to talk about the keyboard player who is doing the second voices. Now, that is Oreo. So Oreo. She is so good. It feels like taking the lead singer from Evanescence and putting her behind the keyboard. It creates so much power whenever they are harmonizing in the chorus. And that actually solves an issue that a lot of female bands, rock bands, but bands in general have to overcome. That if you only have one soprano voice, it's usually less dense than having a male voice. Now, for some songs that fits, but you have a very heavy song here, so they compensate by having this harmony with two singers. Works out perfectly. There is a lot of fire, a lot of power in there, so we're not lacking anything. And also the bass is there, mostly created by the guitar and the bass. So let's see what Hannah is doing now. Spotlight. Hannah! Who started singing We Will Rock You? You? I have it in my head as well. Okay. Oh, we got quite funky. Never mind. Back to heavy metal. Damn! Hannah! God, I love it. I really love it when rock bands have an instrumental section. Not just drums, bass, guitar, keyboard, doesn't really matter. It's just a part of the show, and many pop concerts don't have it anymore, unfortunately, because it really gives the members of the band that it's not just the lead singer or perhaps the lead guitarist spotlight, and they deserve it, because what was that? Come on. When I felt like she actually had me, I thought the solo was over and I was already amazed, so I was about to clap, and then she went crazy. That was impressive, to say the least. Now, you know what's coming. Lyric time. So, before I start, I just want to mention that one of the comments, or perhaps multiple comments even, said that how am I able to focus, and it was hinting that I'm not able to focus. How am I able to focus with all the head banging? you have no idea. If I wasn't headbanging, I would probably focus less. I have no control over it whatsoever. My body, mostly my head, is just moving. Sometimes I have a song in my head. I'm not even listening to it. It's not even on. And it makes my head bop. Meaning, I don't know, I'm like a fucking chicken or pigeon or whatever bird there is that is constantly moving their head. Or one of those dogs, those little dog statues that you put on your car front window. And they're like, because we're born to be alive. There was a commercial like that. Okay. Now, Dragonet. In between the gap of stolen history, illusion, and fables, a sorrowful, wise being guides the spilled blood, the life and the fate of mankind. Yo, am I reading an intro to the Lord of the Rings movie, or is this actual lyrics? Yo. Yeah, okay. I know little medieval fantasy setting is common in heavy metal. So, time turns into legend in the name of the dragon that rushed through the red sky and dominated the ancient world war. His name is Dragonet. Okay, now I feel like I'm in Skyrim. Dovahkiin is about to emerge. Those eyes passed above the clouds and became stars into the present day where we live. Through transient rains, I don't even know how to pronounce that word. Transient? How do I pronounce transient? Through transient rains, he was held prisoner in a dazzling cage stained with tears. A multi-layered ancient song handing down 1,000 revolutions. This is straight out of Skyrim. Come on. Time turns into legend, the name of the dragon that rushed through the red sky and dominated the ancient world war. His name is Dragonet. Those eyes passed above the clouds and became stars into the present day where we live. He was watching an unending era, a scar that would never heal, a blue flame that burns the forests and awaits the seeds until the humans die out. Okay, so we're the problem again, obviously. We are the problem, and after we are all gone, there is finally time for this world to heal. Those are the seeds, of course. Time turns into legend. The name of the dragon that rushed through the red sky and dominated the ancient world war, his name is Dragonet. Those eyes passed above the clouds and became stars into the present day where we live. The day that saw death and rushed on, over and over the battles went straight to hell. Even if the man who invokes that name vanishes, the shining stars left behind will always... Always what? Back to the chorus. Time turns into legends. And here we have something different. And into the far-off distant sky. Those eyes passed above the clouds and into the far-off distant sky. The name of he who rushed through the long years will soon become legend. We will live on through this era entrusted to us until the moment of our death. Okay, the blue flame, what was entrusted to us? The name of the dragon, or the legend. The legend was entrusted to us. Okay, if there is any symbolism behind that I'm not quite getting, then it's your turn, as always. Help me out. But I think this is, well, very much matching metal, heavy metal culture, this medieval fantasy vibe. A story turned into a very good song. So that was my first reaction to DOLL BOXX and my reaction to Dragonet. DOLL BOXX sounds amazing. I still have to learn a little bit more about them, but I know that there's another one coming up straight away, so I'm just gonna go and listen to that, and I'll see you there, potentially, or in one of my videos. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this with me. I'll see you soon. My name is MarCee. Cheers.